In a region already marked by historical disputes and power struggles, the South China Sea has once again become the center stage for a new wave of military activities. As China, Japan, and the United States face off in a series of dueling military drills, the world watches closely, wondering if these exercises are merely posturing or if they signal a deeper shift in the balance of power in the Asia-Pacific. Welcome to our channel, where we bring you in-depth analysis of global affairs. Today, we're diving into the recent military drills carried out by Japan and the US in response to China's increasing assertiveness in the South China Sea. Hello everyone, and in today's video, we're going to break down the latest developments in the South China Sea. We'll discuss why Japan and the US have stepped up their military presence, how China is responding, and what this means for international relations moving forward. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell so you never miss our updates on global geopolitical trends. The South China Sea is one of the world's most strategic waterways, with more than $3 trillion worth of global trade passing through its waters every year. But it's also a region fraught with territorial disputes involving several countries. This expansive claim has been contested by neighboring countries, leading to frequent skirmishes and diplomatic protests. However, the recent uptick in military activities signals a new phase of confrontation, with major powers like the United States and Japan now playing a more assertive role. The first maritime self-defense force warship to transit the Taiwan Strait earlier this week joined naval and air forces from Australia, New Zealand, the Philippines, and the US for joint military exercises in the disputed South China Sea on Saturday. Highlighting the ramped-up tensions in the area, the joint show of force came as the Chinese military's Southern Theater Command said that it had also organized its air and sea forces to carry out drills and patrols of the sea and airspace around the flashpoint Scarborough Shoal in the strategic waterway. The drills by the U.S. military and its partners, the fourth iteration of the multilateral maritime cooperative activity, were held within an unidentified area of the Philippines' exclusive economic zone in the strategic waterway, the U.S. Indo-Pacific Command said in a statement. On Wednesday, Tokyo sent the MSDF destroyer Sazanami through the Taiwan Strait to join the exercises in the South China Sea in a historic move that angered Beijing and marked the latest military tit-for-tat between the two Asian powerhouses. The Japanese Defense Ministry's Joint Staff Office said in a statement that Saturday's exercises were in support of freedom of navigation and overflight and were intended to demonstrate a joint commitment to strengthening regional and international cooperation in support of a free and open Indo-Pacific. In a separate statement, the Philippine Armed Forces did not specify where in the country's exclusive economic zone the drills would take place, or on which side of the country they would be held. But previous iterations were held in the West Philippine Sea, a part of the South China Sea that encompasses Scarborough Shoal, some 220 kilometers west of the Philippine island of Luzon. Scarborough Shoal, which is also claimed by Manila, has been effectively controlled by Beijing since 2012. Beijing has maintained a constant Coast Guard presence at the feature, a traditional fishing ground of Filipino fishermen despite it sitting within the Philippines' 200 nautical mile, 370 kilometers, exclusive economic zone. Under its so-called 9-dash line, Beijing maintains a claim to some 90% of the resource-rich South China Sea, through which trillions of dollars in trade flow every year, overlapping with the exclusive economic zones of Vietnam, Malaysia, Brunei, Indonesia, and the Philippines. Beijing has in recent years hardened its position on the South China Sea, which flies in the face of a 2016 ruling by the Permanent Court of Arbitration in The Hague, invalidating most of its claims in the waterway, prompting pushback from other claimants. This has led to fears of an accident or armed skirmish erupting into a full-blown conflict, especially over the waters and islands claimed by both China and the Philippines, which has a mutual defense treaty with the United States. In announcing Saturday's drills near Scarborough Shoal, known by Beijing as Huangyan Island, the Chinese military also used the opportunity to criticize the U.S. and its partners, albeit obliquely. Individual countries outside the region are stirring up trouble in the South China Sea and creating instability in the region, the Southern Theater Command said. China has indisputable sovereignty over Huangyan Island and its surrounding waters. Theater troops maintain a high degree of vigilance, are firmly safeguarding national sovereignty, security, and maritime rights and interests, and will resolutely maintain peace and stability in the South China Sea. China, on its part, has responded by conducting its own military drills, showcasing its naval strength and testing its missile capabilities. The Chinese government has condemned the Japan-US exercises as provocations, warning that these actions could destabilize the region and lead to unintended consequences. The joint exercises conducted by foreign forces in the South China Sea undermine peace and stability. We will take all necessary measures to safeguard our sovereignty and territorial integrity. China's military buildup in the region has been a growing concern for its neighbors and the international community, who fear that these developments could escalate into a larger conflict. Thank you for watching. If you found this video informative, please give it a thumbs up and share it with others who might be interested. For more content like this, subscribe to our channel and let us know your thoughts in the comments below. What do you think will happen next in the South China Sea? We'd love to hear from you.